In today's world, many people are searching for ways to bring their desires into reality. One method that continues to gain attention is manifestation. Manifestation, in its simplest form, is the act of turning thoughts and beliefs into reality through a focused mindset. Consider this. A 2022 study by Psychological Science found that individuals who practice positive visualization significantly improved their ability to reach their goals. It's a practice that's not as mystical as some might think. There are real psychological and spiritual principles at play. In fact, many teachings from the Bible also touch on this concept, encouraging believers to have faith and act as though they've already received what they ask for. At its core, manifestation involves setting clear intentions, aligning one's emotions with those desires, and taking actionable steps toward them. But how exactly does this work? And more importantly, how can someone begin to practice it in a way that truly makes a difference in their life? Manifestation operates on both spiritual and scientific principles. Let's break it down simply. First, there's the belief that thoughts are powerful. The Bible itself emphasizes the significance of what we think about, with Proverbs 23:7 stating, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." When we focus on something deeply, whether it's a positive goal or a negative fear, we begin to direct our actions and energy toward that outcome. Scientifically, the mind has its own system for this, the reticular activating system, RAS. It's like a filter that helps our brain focus on what we believe is important. For instance, if you decide to buy a red car, you suddenly start noticing red cars everywhere. The same thing happens with your goals. When you focus on them, your mind starts filtering in opportunities that align with those aspirations. Additionally, the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, comes into play. When you repeatedly affirm positive thoughts, you're literally creating new neural pathways that make achieving those goals more likely. While the Bible may not use scientific terms, it's filled with lessons that highlight the power of thoughts, faith, and action working together. Philippians 4:8 encourages believers to meditate on things that are true, noble, and praiseworthy. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They are tools for guiding your life towards the things you desire. A crucial first step in manifestation is setting clear and powerful intentions. Vague wishes lack the energy and focus needed to bring them into existence. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to be happy," you might say, "I want to find joy in my daily life by cultivating gratitude and deepening my relationships." Notice the difference. The latter is specific, actionable, and tied to a deeper emotional desire. It's much like the biblical idea of being intentional in prayer. When Jesus teaches about prayer in Matthew 6, he emphasizes clarity and sincerity. The clearer and more heartfelt our requests, the more aligned they are with our true desires. In manifestation, specificity breeds power. By clearly defining what you want, you give your mind, and even your spirit, a detailed target to aim for. Don't rush this step. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. The biggest barrier to manifestation: our own limiting beliefs. These are the unconscious thoughts and fears that hold us back, often without us even realizing it. They can come in the form of thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "This will never work for me." But just as important as setting intentions is dismantling these mental barriers. Romans 12:2 reminds believers to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If your mind is filled with doubts and negativity, it becomes a roadblock to manifesting anything positive. Start by identifying those limiting thoughts. Write them down. Are they really true, or are they just deeply ingrained habits of thinking? Once you challenge these beliefs, begin replacing them with new, positive affirmations rooted in truth. It's not enough to simply want something. You have to believe that it's possible for you to have it. This is a lesson taught throughout Scripture. Think of the story of the Israelites wandering in the wilderness. Their doubt and lack of belief kept them from the promised land for 40 years. It wasn't until their mindset shifted that they were able to step into what was already promised to them. One of the most powerful tools in manifestation is visualization. Simply put, it's the practice of imagining yourself achieving your desires in vivid detail. And this isn't just daydreaming. It's a focused mental exercise. Visualization is supported by modern psychology and also reflected in Scripture. Hebrews 11:1 defines faith as the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. When you visualize, you create a mental image of your desired outcome as if it's already happened. This practice, when done regularly, reinforces belief and guides your actions. The key to effective visualization is to engage all your senses. For example, if you're visualizing a career goal, don't just see yourself in that role. Feel the satisfaction of a job well done, hear the congratulatory words of your colleagues, and even smell the fresh coffee in your new office. The more sensory detail you can bring into your visualization, the more real it becomes in your mind, and the more likely you are to manifest it in reality. Emotions play a huge role in the manifestation process. Think of them as the fuel that powers your intentions. When you deeply feel an emotion, whether it's gratitude, joy, or excitement, you're sending out a powerful signal to your brain and spirit. This emotional alignment amplifies your intentions. One biblical principle that supports this is the idea of rejoicing even before you receive what you've prayed for. Philippians 4:6-7 encourages believers to present their requests to God with thanksgiving. Gratitude, even before receiving, elevates your emotional frequency and aligns you with the outcome you desire. Maintaining a positive emotional state, despite setbacks, can be challenging, but it's essential. When doubts creep in, take a moment to remember why you started. Focus on the emotions tied to your desired outcome and let them reignite your faith. Manifestation isn't just about thinking positively, it's also about taking action. This is where many people get stuck. They think that by simply focusing on their desires, things will magically appear. While mindset is crucial, it's also necessary to take practical steps toward your goals. In the Bible, faith is often paired with action. James 2:17 tells us that faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. In other words, believing something is possible isn't enough. You have to move towards it. Inspired action is different from forced action. It's when you feel a nudge or pull towards something that aligns with your goals. Maybe it's a conversation that sparks a new idea or an opportunity that comes your way unexpectedly. When you feel that inner prompting, act on it. Trust that these are the stepping stones leading you closer to your desired outcome. To make manifestation a part of your life, consistency is key. Just like any other practice, whether it's prayer, exercise, or study, the more you do it, the more effective it becomes. Set aside time each day to focus on your desires. This could be through visualization, journaling, or affirmations. Keep a gratitude journal to remind yourself of the good things already present in your life. Remember, the Bible encourages believers to pray without ceasing. Similarly, regular manifestation practices help keep your mind focused and your faith strong. Manifestation isn't a one-time thing. It's a way of life. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires on a consistent basis. Whether you're drawing on scientific principles or spiritual teachings, the underlying message is the same. Believe in what's possible, take inspired action, and trust the process.